Hello, this is Gunner, and I'm going to do a very quick video. Hopefully, I can keep it under a certain amount of time, ideally 10 minutes or so. Just going to do a quick sketch in this book of mine. It's a book I picked up while I was in Japan. As you can see, it's a little eccentric. It's a bit like an accordion. I have maybe 5 books like this, and I love them all. I've filled up, I think, two or three, and this one is one that I have gone on and off on for quite a while, trying to figure out what I really want to fill it with. One of them I have is filled with song lyrics. And there are a total of 2 pages in that one, which isn't bad, but I just keep forgetting to dedicate my thoughts to it. I don't plan on drawing anything too interesting, but I wanted to upload more videos to the channel, try to make that a relatively regular thing. It's weird. I like to think that I have an impact on people. If you follow me on any of my social medias, you know I make a lot of work, a lot of art, and I post relatively frequently, unless I'm taking a break. And it can be tough for a lot of artists to not receive very much feedback. And even as you grow, like at this time, I'm at about 4,000 followers, which is like 4,700, which is astronomical to me. I spent years, like probably 6 years, stuck below 1,000, barely like stuck at around like 500, 300 for years until I broke 1,000 in winter of 2021. And ever since then, 2022, I've improved a lot and I've gotten a very good response from that. And I've done some somewhat pandering things, but the end all be all, I have a much bigger audience now than I did at the beginning of the year. But I still have that feeling, the feeling in the back of my head that makes me wonder when I post a piece of art and it doesn't go anywhere, it gets 10, 20 likes and then skirts to the wayside. Even if I loved that piece of art, I think to myself, well, that's a shame. I thought there was more for that. I thought that had more potential to reach people, and that's part of the reason why I repost art as often as I do, which still isn't very often. But when I do repost art, it's for the abject reason to be like, this is something that I like, and I want more people to see it, and I want you to see it again if you have seen it. But my point being with this is, if you're an artist and you are up and coming, or even with a decent following, and you post, sorry, and you post, geez, Jiminy, and you post, you post your art online. And if you ever feel like a work of yours that you put a lot of heart into is not getting the feedback that you would want like it to, you're not getting enough likes, enough shares, whatever and whatnot, just keep posting, or don't post, and then save up art for later. I've done both. I've spent some time away from social media, and I spent a lot of time on it, just continually posting a bunch of stuff every day, and eventually something gets off the ground. My purpose with being on social media is somewhat unknown to me as much as it is to anyone else. I post because it is by now almost second nature. Um, It's not as if I wouldn't draw if I couldn't post. In fact, when I've had months of time where I was unable to post or purely didn't post, I still produced, if anything, more art during that time. And it's, yeah, it's not that I really feel the need for the validation. It's, I want to continue to build my portfolio. I want to share my work with others. The times that I get messages or replies from young artists or even older artists, whoever, anybody, any artist who reaches out to me and tells me, hey, your work inspires me in any way. Anytime I hear that, it is it's like nothing else. It's really special. The idea that I myself can inspire another artist to try something new or even continue drawing or pick up drawing or re-pick up drawing, any form of inspiration that I can give to people by sharing my work, and any byproducts that follow that are beneficial to me, it's great, and I love that. And that's a very important aspect of posting my work online, is to have an archive, a portfolio, and a means for anyone and everyone who wants to see my work and likes my work to see my work. But point being, it's like, keep working, keep that sounds mean. Just keep drawing, no matter what. If you really want to, and you still think, and you think you're being dragged down by the fact that you're not receiving the attention that you might deserve or might prefer or like, it, I spent a lot of time with my art every day. Every day I would post a piece and it would get between 1 and 7 likes every time. Maybe I would at somebody and it would get tens of likes and whatnot. It's not a numbers game. It never is. It's improving yourself, and the more you improve yourself, and the more you share your work, the sharing is irregardless. You could never share your work and continue to improve, but it's showing that progress to people and making those friends along the way that inspire you, and you in turn inspire them. I've met what feels like countless artistic friends and mutual inspirations of mine who just continually inspire me and motivate me to continue drawing. And I cannot be more thankful for that than to my social medias. If it wasn't for my Instagram account or Twitter account, I wouldn't have met the probably at this point hundreds of artists who I consider friends and inspirations and motivations and all this and whatnot. And I think that's really cool. And I think that's the best aspect of posting your work online on social media. And there's a lot of reasons why I do it. I could stop at any point, says anyone who has an addiction, but I have stopped. Just kind of stopped posting for a while. Then I have a backlog. That's kind of nice. That's what I did last week, and I'm gonna go back to doing very soon. Um, I don't know. I don't think social media for artists is bad. Social media for artists is a whole new means of communication, networking, getting gigs, jobs, putting your work out there. It's incredibly important for artists, maybe more than anybody. And don't feel put down or discouraged because your work or any work of yours, even if you have a big following or a decently sized following and a work of yours doesn't pop off like you might want, don't let that discourage you. Just keep pushing forward. Try to repost it or reshare it whenever you can, but keep working on what you want to work on. Make something new. Make something retreading on the old. Point being, make something. Continue to create, and eventually you'll find your people. That's how I find my people. That's how I become other people's people. I see their work and I see the growth, and it's really terrific. I think there's a lot of beauty to be found in sharing your work online and sharing your growth with other people. There's a lot of people I've known for years online that I otherwise never would have met who, throughout these years, we have both grown in many, many ways, artistically and as people. And we wouldn't have had that connection otherwise. This was very rambly, this whole thing. I intended this to only be about 10 minutes. We are currently at 10 minutes, so I'm going to cut it short soon after I finish this guy up. But, yeah, I guess I just wanted to rant. It's ramble. Not really a rant. I don't have a point with this. I just wanted to draw and speak on camera. Hopefully I didn't mumble or speak too lowly. And hopefully someone, you listening to this point, got a kick out of it. Hopefully. Either through the visuals or me talking about whatever I'm talking about. But, yeah, I figure I'll call this guy good. He's a good guy. But thank you for watching. And I appreciate your support. Thank you.